Definitely interested to see how this goes, especially because Moeru has a little bit of a Corrin secondary himself as well.
Okay, so definitely familiarity with the matchup. You got to think. You know what? Pin at ledge might be a pretty big factor here just with Cloud recoveries. You know, I mean, Climb Hazard doesn't have the best snap. That was kind of smooth. You had the little like drift with the side B.
Yeah,
right
and
into
then
jab.
you have Corrin, right? And Corrin, when you look at Corrin, you don't think too much. And then you look at Corrin's matchup spread, and you're like, oh, this character isn't that bad.
Oh no.
Very nice side B coming from.
Oh man. Okay.
Towa.
I was gonna say that was a great job of like preserving. Jeez, that was killed. Wow. That kind of threw me for a loop because it looked like the pin did not pin the ground, and then it kind of did, allowing the follow-up kick there.
Smash Ultimate, baby, as Father Sakurai intended, as we like to say.
Absolutely.
Ooh, Moeru getting
what
clipped.
I tell you, pin at the ledge. It's such a fast, solid call out, and I mean, Cloud has a better recovery than I think we thought in early meta, but it's pretty exploitable to that kind of quick two-frame option.
Well, yeah, Cloud being one of the characters where if he doesn't have jump, he's kind of just free off stage, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Corrin not even needing to go off stage with that pin option.
That pin is disgusting. It's a character that a lot of people were underrating until Leo started using them a little bit recently, like within the year.
Not the only character to have that designation, by the way.
Yeah.
But, something about Leo, best in the world picking up a character will do wonders for their PR.
Yeah.
Okay. That was
Moeru
sick.
Going
that was sick.
deep for that one. This may not be pretty, but I'm still in here. I always respect a competitor that thinks like that because something could always happen and you could just end up getting the reverse 3-0. Avoiding,
drifted all the way out to
Moeru fighting for his life right now. With having a very solid disadvantage. No jump right now, but he's gonna make it back. First 2 hits of side B to force him out of his face. Air dodging through the back air.
Jeez, that was such a good recovery from Moeru, I thought. Just all these hitboxes Towa throwing out, and it just didn't matter. Towa just keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, Moeru holding on for his whole life there. Not quite being enough. Towa definitely just barely clipping it. But, on the games going forward, it's like Moeru's starting to adapt just a little bit. We might get a little bit of a show yet.
Yeah, I mean, that using the limit break air drift to just go all the way out there for that one edge guard was really nice. I don't know. I don't think that's something you can consistently go for in this matchup necessarily, but having limit on deck is gonna open up that possibility for you.
Yeah, and one thing I always liked about Corrin, and I'm very glad this is a character that's starting to get the spotlight just a little bit, is like you look at Corrin and you look at how many winning matchups, and you don't see too much. That's not too impressive. Then you look at the even and losing matchups, and you realize Corrin doesn't lose that many matchups. There's just a bunch of evens. It's a very solid fundies-based character.
With really, really good range. I mean, the range on these aerials with that kind of frame data is, I mean, it might not look that amazing at first glance, but you look at, ultimate frame data, it's like,
yeah, it's not bad.
These are pretty solid. I mean, look at the frame data on that move.
Clipping Moeru on ledge. This is something becoming the norm for Towa. You've seen that a few times today in some of his games.
Oh, absolutely, in other matchups, but against characters that can make it back from that. And Cloud can't. You already know that Towa has the consistency there, and it's just really paying off against Cloud specifically.
Yes, Towa's advantage state is just amazing to see. Nothing flashy about it, but you have to respect a player that's just, their advantage state is just solid. They know how to keep you in the corner. They know how to make sure you don't make it back on stage. They look at you and go, it ain't much, but you're not making it back here.
Right. It's honest work.
Yep. So, ain't nothing honest about that side B. You get tippered, that's raps.
True. Man. I mean, what do you do off stage?
Same situation. Towa being a little bit of a force. I think if Moeru wanted to win this one, I think he'd have to find a way to pressure just a little bit more. Because the way that it's been going, he's been on back foot since game 1.
Yeah, and I think it's really come down to just all these stocks lost at like 40%.
Yeah, Towa definitely getting a lot of those early stocks. So, like, off rip, Moeru has to be the one to approach. You know, a little
Nice
bit of
answer there with the climb hazard.
Good answer. A little bit of sus DI, but, you know, the move can be somewhat of a jump scare.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, the random climb hazard, Moeru taking a stock again. Ooh, the parry, but it's not going to be enough. The rest of Cloud side B is going to go ahead and take that. Ooh, does Cloud have jump, though?
Oh!
The panic.
Interesting.
Second hit of the button is going to go ahead and kill Moeru that time after trying to make sure he doesn't get caught by the side.
Yeah.
Again.
I think Moeru was caught trying to figure out in the moment, am I landing on stage with this? Or am I going to ledge? Am I going down with it or what?
Yeah, sucks to see, but, you know, like I said, it happens to the best. So.
Right. And, you know, I mean, you want to have a mistake like that in a game that is pretty far away from you already. We have seen Sephiroth from Moeru today, and we see them thinking about it and locking it in. Okay, now this I think does kind of remove that, or at least significantly lessen the threat of this ledge play and just, hey, I hit you with side B in the corner and you're dead.
Yeah, you know, I actually don't think this is too bad of a swap. You get to play a little bit more of the range game, so you're less concerned about trying to figure out how to get in. Because, Sephiroth having that real long blade just prepared. So now you're a little bit less worried about that. You know, you're not so much worried about the side B. I think this is a solid counterpick for Moeru right here.
Yeah, and we've seen the Sephiroth shown today to be solid. You know, this isn't a panic pocket pick.
Yeah,
but
not getting caught by the back air, but does take the side B. That being said, the side B being the lesser of the two evils prevented him from dying. But he keeps getting caught by the F smash. He's got to get up attack in those situations.
Yeah, it's true.
Full charge, up B, not quite going to kill. Sephiroth now has wing. Air dodging through, you know, he's Sephiroth.
Oh my goodness.
He can do that.
That
Towa.
up B from Corrin set it, just a layup to yourself.
Yeah, that angle was disgusting. You can see Towa's face when that put him right above him. He was like, you know what, I will take that. Thank you,
Yeah,
Corrin.
sure. Why not?
All right, Moeru getting him in the corner for what feels like the first time all set.
Yeah, this is a really strong sequence. Moeru here.
Ooh, that back air barely missing. Trying to up B, a little bit of a panic option. But you know, sometimes you just panic. You know, in that situation, you may have wanted to like go for a nair or attempt a fade out back air and grab.
I was gonna say that's a regrab. Scary stuff.
Ooh.
All right, nice reversal there.
Very nice reversal there.
Man,
not catching with
was close.
the. Not catching with the.
Okay, nicely done.
Yeah, that one catching. Moeru, this is the closest that it's been at this point the entire set.
I think you're right.
Moeru definitely showing off that, you know, while he's down a little bit, Sephiroth, you know, there might be a little bit something to the Sephiroth.
Yeah, you know, we really haven't seen much from the shorter range options for Sephiroth, you know, for the Nair. I mean, Corrin just kind of outclasses with frame data with these kind of closer up options. Like, Sephiroth just has to keep you spaced away, you know. I have the longer sword, and I'm proving it to you.
Yeah, Corrin now at 100.
Nice
Match is almost
catch.
perfectly even. And wing is still a factor here.
Moeru has evened this up. This is huge.
Ooh, that grab barely missing.
Yeah.
Recovering now.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, you don't want to do that against Corrin. That side B,
Yep.
that tipper hits ledge for free.
And I get it. That's a fine option against most characters in the cast, but not Corrin. Ooh,
That
close
back
to living
air.
that. Moeru.
Match is now perfectly winnable for Moeru.
Yeah.
This could be the start of a reverse 3-0.
Towa really had that shadow orb, whatever it's called, circling him and just said, that's fine. I'm just going to keep hitting you. I'll take the 10%, whatever decides to attack me.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. If you shield too long, you just get shield broken.
Yeah,
And
or grabbed, or...
Yeah, Seth just kills you at 0 if you get shield broken by that. Like, you don't... This is the last character you want to let break your shields. No. I feel like most players that know what's up, if they see the orb circling them, they're like, okay, this is go time. I'm holding forward even more.
Huge sequence here for Moeru.
Oh!
I like the attempt because, I mean, that up B does have hitboxes, you know, quite far above it.
Yeah,
but just was able to grab ledge before.
Yeah, just a little bit late.
Oh,
barely
really
dying.
Close. You know what? You know what? Towa taking it 3-0, but the Sephiroth was showing signs of life. Really like the switch there, and good adjustments from Moeru, but not enough to deal with the Corrin.
Yeah, it's not quite going to be enough, but the Sephiroth definitely, you know, the way that Sephiroth played, I definitely want to see a little bit more of that. Maybe swap the game earlier, because Cloud, it looked like he wasn't used to dealing with those defensive options. The way...
Or the pin.
Yeah, or the pin and disadvantage, the way that Towa uses them. But, you know, Sephiroth, that was a pretty good pick. Almost got that one, barely lost that one.
Yeah.
To Tipper, no less. You know, and that puts Moeru at, what, 5th place? 4th place? The Moeru out in, 5th place. Definitely
Not
a very
bad.
solid showing coming out from him, especially, you know, at the monthly losing to
It's a pretty stiff competition.
Yeah, he was losing to Towa. Very good competition. Oh, my apologies. That puts him
actually,
in fourth.
Fourth place.
Yeah, losers finals. So Moeru, outstanding job, Moeru. 4th place. Very
Absolutely.
nice. So now we have Towa against Chris, the Steve player.
Okay, another sortie against the Steve.
Yeah, see,
this is interesting.
This is a matchup I was curious about because you have that range from Corrin where Corrin just has this space and he goes, no, you're not coming near me.
Yeah.
And then you have Steve who wants to set up the walls in mine so he can try and kill you very fast.
I feel like Corrin back air is so good at stuffing out minecart.
Yeah, and the
in the
side
air,
B,
right?
The side B, like you'd imagine that the side B lingers through minecart, right?
Well, the other thing, oh, you know what? We're theory crafting out here. The pin into the blocks for, you know, different options in terms of like, oh, am I going to kick now? Am I going to drop down? Am I going to jump up?